Hi everybody, NW Order for Life here, talking about Uchiha Obito's death in Naruto chapter 687. Um, I felt it was a very good death for this character. It brought him full circle to the point where, in the previous chapter he sacrificed himself the same way to save Kakashi and his friends like he did back in Kakashi Gaiden. Um, Obito as a character has gone through a lot of emotional trauma. From having the person that was like his light in his life, killed by his best friend, and having the world thrown into chaos around him like hell. Being manipulated by Uchiha Madara. Obito, you know, he may have done everything. He may have been, evil, but it's not hard to see how he could be turned into what he became, especially when you think about the Uchiha curse of the Sharingan. The chakra in the Uchiha brain uh, makes them go crazy when they lose loved ones, or what that explanation was. So, Obito, his death was a it truly was a redemption of his character, because he came full circle back into the old Obito that we knew from Kakashi Gaiden. And there were two things that support that. First is the fact that Obito said sacrificed himself for his friends, in the previous chapter, showing that he's once again acting like that Obito. And then the second part is Rin in the afterlife telling him that he got lost on his way, uh, you know, on his way to where he became, that he was doing good, but he got lost. Because Obito's desire, you know, it started off as good. Obito was a good person who started off with the desire to make the world a better place by becoming Hokage and protecting his friends. He lost sight of the protecting his friends. He abandoned the idea of Hokage, but the idea that he always wanted to make the world a better place stayed with him. And in his warped, twisted mentality that he got, from the trauma that he went through, he tried to make that dream come true again, with the Infinite Tsukiyomi plan. And it was all wrong, and it wasn't the real Obito. Naruto says it to, Naruto says to Black Zetsu that, that the Obito, that wanted to be Hokage was, the best, or, he was awesome, or the coolest, whatever the translation says. And it's it's that Obito that Naruto is thinking about. The Obito that was Toby, that was, pretending to be Madara, that was not the same individual that Naruto was referring when he said that Obito was the coolest. Because Naruto, we often call him, Naruto Jesus or whatever. Um, and we're really, this is like, the definitive, uh, not the definitive, but this is, like the proof in the pudding of why people call him Naruto Jesus, because he, is taking people's sins and really forgiving them of them. The way he did with Nagato, he forgave Nagato for killing Jiraiya. He forgave Nagato for starting wars and almost killing Gara. Well, killing Gara, really, he did. You know, all of that was forgiven because he knew that Nagato had a goal, and the goal was peace. The same thing with Obito. Naruto forgives Obito because he knew Obito's goal was for peace. He knew that Obito just wanted to, do good in the world, but somewhere along the way, Obito lost his path. That's exactly what Rin said at the end of the chapter. Obito lost his way going there, but she was happy because, uh, she was watching him, try. to do what he said that he was going to do. You know, it was twisted, it was mangled, but he was trying to be the way he used to be. You know, he was trying to be the way he was as a kid, you know, but with a different mentality, with a hatred inside of him and everything. So it was all twisted and mangled, and in life people just make mistakes. I mean, Obito, you know, he did evil things, but the final message here is that Obito as an individual, you know, the real Obito that laid inside, dormant inside that evil mask, that twisted mask, he was the real Obito. And, you know, you'll meet people in life that you'll be friends with, that you'll love, and something's going to happen, and they're going to do something to harm you or to, you know, to hurt you emotionally. It might be a father, a mother, you know, whatever it could be. You know, something's just going to hurt you, and then at some point you're going to need to make a decision in life, and that decision is, do I want to hate this person for the rest of my life because of the pain they caused me at that point in time? Or do I want to remember the good about them and put it behind me so that I can feel happy and, you know, let the hatred and the bitterness go? And that's what Naruto did. He, whatever, you know, anger or um, whatever sins that Obito committed, Naruto put that aside in favor of believing in the real Obito. And, you know, put that aside and pretty much, you know, forgave him, and that's what this was all about. Really, this was Kishimoto giving us a life lesson that, you know, you can choose to forgive, you can choose to hate your enemies, you know, for your whole life, and you can choose to live in anger and bitterness, or, you know, you can embrace people for the good that they do. And Obito did do good. He did a lot of good when he was a kid, you know, and now at the very end he was doing good by saving his friends again, and he was doing good by trying to help them fight off, you know, Madara at first, and then Kaguya. That was good on Obito's part, and Naruto chooses to remember him for the good. So that's the way I look at it. You know, Obito, in my opinion, was a great character. I'm not gonna, you know, go into it about why I thought he was a great character because that would just be too long. But you know, he got corrupted, he was redeemed, and the perfect way for someone to be redeemed to go out is with forgiveness and, you know, no excuses for their actions. Obito, you know, put his head down. He said, "I deserve this," and Naruto said, "You know what? Maybe, but I forgive you." And that's what it's all about. So that's what I have to say about Obito's death. You know, you can like it, you can not like it, but it's a fundamental, you know, fact that not everything is black and white in this world. And Obito certainly had his reasons, you know, or there was certainly a drastic situation, emotional trauma that made him go black instead of, you know, stay with the, I don't know if it's yin that's good, or the yang that's good, but, you know, he went between both, and ultimately his color, you know, was white. So his color was the yin or the yang, whichever one was the good one. And all right, so I'm going to stop rambling on. So that's my thoughts on it. And if you want to know my thoughts on the whole chapter, I am most likely going to be doing a Google Hangout on Steve's Anime Hangout YouTube page, YouTube account, and I usually do that every week, talking about what I think about the chapter with Naruto, which is why I don't review Naruto chapters right now. A One Piece chapter is coming up next. Do that right now. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you like this video content. Give me your thoughts down below about what you think about Obito's death. You know, if you thought it was good, if you thought that it was stupid, whatever. I'm sure many of you did, but, you know, the Naruto world is a little different from our own too. You know, because you know, there's a lot of There's a lot of, bl- blur between black and white. You know, a lot of, it's not just good and evil. There's a lot of mixture. It could be said in the real world too, but in the real world, most people are going to judge somebody good or evil. And I'm just saying, like, in the manga of Naruto, it's not so easy to point a finger and just say evil and good, which Orochimaru funnily pointed that out, many, 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 many chapters ago when when he spoke, I believe, to Saratobi, it was. I'm not sure. But yeah, so thanks for everything. Rate, comment, and subscribe if you like. Have a great day.